This is my 1998 Kona Explosif. When I was a teenager, this was my dream bike. It's got Manitou forks, it's got XTR V-brakes, it's got 9-speed XTR rear derailleur. I love this thing. The reality is today, it's pretty hopeless. I could hang it on the wall, or I could try and turn it into a gravel bike. Welcome to today's episode of Fixie McFixface. Let's be clear from the start. This is not going to be a bling build. I just want it to be fun. I want it to be cool. I actually don't want it to look perfect. So I've started out in the best way I possibly can by having a look around in the basement and doing a bit of shopping on Facebook Marketplace. On Facebook Marketplace, I found some gravel bars for 15 Canadian dollars and some off-brand 9-speed shifters and brake levers for the grand total of $10. Many years ago, my friend Phil, if you're watching, thank you very much for this. Phil gave me a rigid Surly fork, and I know that this will fit a 29-inch wheel in it. So that might be going on this new build too. What else do I need? I need some wheels, a few other bits. So what did I do? I bought another bike. This is a 2004 Kona Dr. Dew, which I bought with a bloke called Simon on Facebook Marketplace. Thank you very much, Simon. This is cool. It's got 700C wheels. It's also 9-speed. It's got a wheel on the back will take a rim brake, which is what I need on the Explosif because it doesn't have a disc mount. But because it runs disc brakes, I can have a disc wheel on the front, which is perfect for that Surly fork. Or maybe I can use this very cool, and I think probably quite rare, 29-inch Kona Project 2 disc fork. This is going to be quite the project. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to take the wheels off this Dr. Dew and I'm going to test fit those on the back end of the Explosif. I'm going to try this fork, but also the Surly fork on the front of the Explosif with the 700C wheel and see how that all works. Because if they fit, basically this project is going to work. There's a few things that I don't have. So I know that the V-brake on the back end of the Explosif isn't going to work with the 29-inch wheel. So I'm going to need to find a V-brake that has loads of adjustment so I can get the V-brakes to hit the rim on the back of that. There's a few other little bits here and there that I don't have. I don't have any brake cables because most of my bikes have got disc brakes these days and hydraulic hoses. So I'm going to have to find some brake cables. I'm going to have to dig out a cable disc caliper. I'm pretty sure I've got one in a spares box somewhere. I don't think that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to show you the build, but I'll put it together, show you how I'm getting on. And hopefully this is helpful. I think this is going to be a really cool gravel bike and a great way to keep using the bike that I've had for nearly 30 years now. Okay, so I'm not even one beer in. I'm about half an hour in and the basics are done. We know this is going to work. So I've got the Surly fork on, looks great. There's loads of room in there for the 700C 29-inch front wheel. I've got the back wheel in and the back wheel fits in the frame. I've given it a measurement and I think I can probably fit around about 50mm tyres in this. Like, it's going to be pretty tight with 50mm tyres in the back, but that's pretty good. I've taken the flat mountain bike handlebars off. I've put those gravel bars that I found on Facebook Marketplace on. Shifters were already on, so nothing's connected up yet. But about half an hour in, and we know that the bike is going to work. So I'm going to disappear. I'm going to do some tinkering, and I'll come back maybe tomorrow and show you how I'm getting on. Okay, so here we are. It's a couple of days later. I've probably spent, I don't know, maybe 3 hours mucking around with this thing. And it got us to a really good place. Definitely hit some roadblocks. So the bars are on, shifters are on,
I've got a disc brake, cable disc brake on that I had in the spares now on the front. With some of the roadblocks that we've hit, that I knew I was going to hit, but here we are. We don't have a brake on the back, so I need a V brake that will fit this 29-inch or 700C wheel. So I've ordered one from ProLite in China. That's on the way, but it'll take a couple of weeks to come. The thing is, the front brake is super spongy, and the reason for that is because road levers pull a different amount of cable to mountain bike brakes. So for a mountain bike cable disc on the front, road lever, it means it's not pulling enough cable when you pull the lever, so it means the brakes are super spongy, so they work, but they're not brilliant. So again, some adapters on the way, ordered from AliExpress. I'll put one on the front for the cable disc on the front, but I'll also put one on the back for when that V brake arrives, and that'll make the brakes super sharp. What else have I done? So wheels are on. I have switched the tyres over just to get some tyres that seem a bit better. I think you're going to work a bit better for what I want, but I think it does look pretty cool. I've taken 2 of the chain rings off, so it's running 1 by. At the moment, it's got a 34 tooth cassette on the back. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough. I'm going to want something that's wider range. One of the things I may run into with that is that the rear derailleur, I really wanted to keep the original rear derailleur, which is a like proper 90s XTR thing. That may not be great at handling big cogs. So we'll see how we go. I'm going to ride it around for a little bit, see what kind of ratios I think are going to work, and then I'll maybe stick a different cassette on the back as well. But really that's it in terms of roadblocks. I gave it a quick ride around the block. It felt really good. It did feel too long, so I've moved the seat right forwards, and I think that's probably going to fix that. If not, then I'll need to go and find a cheap stand that's maybe a little bit shorter. Other than that, super happy with how it's gone. I think it looks really cool. And from just that quick ride around, it's going to be a lot of fun to ride. The gears work really well. That 9-speed micro new second-hand shifter works nicely with the XTR derailleur on the back, and not spent a lot of money. So far, super happy with how things are going. I'm really looking forward to finishing this off in a couple of weeks and showing you how it performs.
Okay, so here we are. It's a few weeks later. The bike is now done. I've been riding it a lot. I'm not sure if you can see in the background, but it's not very clean. I've probably ridden about, I don't know, 500 kilometers, something like that on the bike. I'm really enjoying it. It works really well. Back to that original point at the start of the video, of starting to use a bike that's just been sat in a pile in the basement for the last few years. It's really, really cool. Really enjoying it. What's going well? I think I've got the setup about right. I ended up putting a shorter stem on, so it's got a 60mm stem on now. I was super lucky to find ERP Spire C caliper in a local second-hand shop. Shout out to Sports Junkies on Broadway in Vancouver for that. That means I now don't have a spongy front brake. That works really well. I'm really pleased with the Light Pro V brake on the back and the little adapter on the back, although setting up that adapter on the back was fiddly, to say the least. It took some patience and took a little while. The only other thing that's really wrong with the bike right now is it's running 1x9. It's running the original chainring, middle chainring on the front, and it does drop the chain every now and then. At the moment, it's kind of funny when I'm riding around. It does it maybe once a day, something like that. It's going to get annoying, so at some point that'll want changing as well. But other than that, really good. Really enjoying it. It's fast. It's smooth. It's okay on light off-road pieces that I've been doing. I've been mostly commuting on it. It's been really, really good for that. And then doing a few training rides for mountain bike racing this summer as well. So really enjoying it. Interested to hear what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. Like, subscribe, let me know what sort of things you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.